Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I will be drawing characters from The Mandalorian. I love the show and I just wanted to draw them. I will be using lovely ohuhu markers. So yeah. Sadly ohuhus bleed through a lot, so I'm gonna have to use some paints to cover this up like so. So first of all we have this reference. It's of the actual Mandalorian. I started off without even putting on my pencil, and then when I did, I realised I made it too big. This is me realising that, and so I grabbed my eraser to go and erase it, but I was in so much anger, but then I just sighed and continued. The sketch started off kind of okay. I never draw a real Mandalorian helmet before, so this was the first. I just started adding the details, and then out of nowhere it looked like a transformer. As soon as I started adding the depths of like the cheeks in the helmet, it started to look much less like a transformer and more like Mando, which I was very happy about. I've never drawn a helmet like this, so yeah, big accomplishments and stuff like that. Now as I'm recording this, I just now started to realise I did not give him any neck. But I mean, it looks okay because he has like the cape and everything. But when I didn't add the cape yet, it was just weird. Next I'm going to be drawing Grogu from this lovely scene. I just love this scene, don't ask me why. It's just hilarious. And I'm so excited to sketch him out because he's just cute. And I really hope he turns out looking like Grogu and not like some ugly creature with weird ears. Not that he has weird ears, it just, you know, if it's not a Grogu Yoda species with these ears, it will look kind of weird. As I'm watching this again, I can see the frustration. It's kind of funny because I know it will turn out pretty okay. The fact that I was drawing it and I was like, this is going to be horrible, this is going to be terrible, just makes it so much funnier. I thought that drawing his hands might be easier than human hands, and for a second I was like, yeah, this is easy. But then I realised, damn, it's not. This is kind of difficult. Like the 3 fingers to get them in the right position, holding the ball, it was just difficult. But yeah, I managed, and then I drew the eyes and everything. His little jacket was the most adorable thing in the world to draw. It wasn't like even difficult, it was just so cute, and I was like, oh my god, I nailed it. And then it was like, oh my god, it's so cute. So I just finished off the details and I was done. Ta-da! Next up we have the lovely Bo-Katan Kryze. I'm so excited, I love her, but I didn't really like her in the beginning, but I love her now in the new season. So let's just go on and draw her. So I was just really nervous drawing her because it was the first human face to draw, and human faces are very difficult to not make correctly. So I'm just drawing, you know, and then out of nowhere my camera decides, oh, I'm gonna like die. Sorry for that. Here it is, lovely break of nothing, and now we skipped forward. The more I'm drawing her, the less she looks like herself, and it's just making me angry. Plus, drawing for this amount of time has started to give me really bad cramps in my hands. It was so painful. So, yeah, just love drawing Bo-Katan Kryze. I also just realised that her chin was too long, so I had to shorten that as well. And then when I was done, I couldn't even pronounce her name correctly. Bo-Katan. Next up, I'm going to be drawing the Armorer because I just love her. She's just so original and just like awesome. I was kind of nervous drawing her because I really love this character and I wanted her to be really, really well done. Because it was the second time drawing a helmet, a Mandalorian helmet, it was so much easier. But I love the fact that each helmet is like similar but also original in its own way, which I realized by drawing 2 different kinds of helmets because it's just so different, but they're both so beautiful. Drawing her fur coat was so stressful because it's like her iconic outfit, you know, and I didn't want to mess it up, so I took some time with it. And then I just continued on with the helmet. The helmet was actually harder to draw than the Mandalorian one. It had like more details and more depth and like difficult shapes because the Mandalorian just has like 2 lines, you know, for the eyes. But she had like specific kind of shaped eyes, and it was just so much harder to draw. I finished off the armorer, and now that all the sketches are done, I'm gonna go on with the lovely, beautiful ohuhu markers. I started off by putting down the protection sheet, because you always need protection, and then I continued on with the armor, because I already had her reference up in front of me. I also have the color splotch card always with me, because I can't remember what the colors look like actually. I went in with a brown and then just colored in the whole thing, because this is base color. Then I took some yellow for the highlights-ish parts of the helmet, because it's kind of like yellowish. I went in with a slightly different yellow, which is just lovely because it's basically the same shade, just like slightly different. And guess what comes next? More yellow. This whole picture is made out of yellow, browns and oranges, so yeah, don't hate me for it. Then I continued on to the shadows. I like shadowed the inner part of the cheek, part of the helmet, loads of parts in that sentence, and the fur and everything, just shaded nice, smooth. And then went in the final shades, which are like the darkest parts of the whole helmet. Now that that was all done, it came to my favourite part, line art, because it just always comes together before it looks like crap, and then you do line art and it's like, oh my god, magic, looks like the actual picture. So line art on the helmet had to be very like straight lined, which I'm not capable of drawing properly because straight lines aren't my thing. When I finished, I was so happy with the armorer because I just love it. If you would have seen my face, you would have seen me smiling. It was time to draw Bo-Katan Kryze. I was so nervous because I'm nervous when I draw faces. I put on the base coat of pastel peach. I always use this when I'm drawing a person because it's like the closest to skin color to anything. This picture was really interesting because it had like a lot of green lighting on it, so I would have to use loads of green. As the ohuhu markers started to soak through the paper, I started to notice that the numbers on the other side of the paper started to show. But I mean, I guess that's okay because then just dries and probably will go away. Hopefully they will go away. I don't know, we'll see. I forgot if they do. I then proceeded to put the base color of her hair, which is just orange. I've never seen such orange hair in my life. And then I put on the base color of the armor that she has on, which is just grey, so no big stuff. So I shaded her hair. It was kind of fun shading her hair. I just love shading hair because it just makes lines in different colors and it looks like hair. It's so much fun. It's so professional, you know. And then I'm like, it needs more orange, which it did. So I just put more orange. And then, oh, I'm gonna put the green on the face. The green on the face. Do you see that green on the face? Even a non-artistic person can see how bad the green is. It looks like moss has grown on her face. I didn't want her to be that green. She looks like an alien now. She's like slowly turning into an alien. So I tried to fix it with every kind of shade of green and yellow to try and cancel out the green. But it just wasn't working and I just made it worse and worse and worse. She looks like she's so sick she's about to throw up. You know, when you turn green. So that's her right now, but in like an extreme mode. Yeah, that was a lovely pop-up of my head. I'm so sorry, my hair is disgusting, so ignore that. The face is now looking like she fell into a muddy puddle with green stuff in it. Who knows what the green stuff was, but you know, we can't do anything about that, really, now. Except restart, which I'm too lazy to do because it's getting late. And so yeah, I just try and fix it, and then I go in with the line art and make it even worse because I line art her features wrong and it doesn't even look like her anymore. Not that it looked like her from the beginning, but you know. So this was a complete failure. I was demolished because it was just disgusting and I hated it, and anyone could have drawn it much, much better than me. And I just want to throw this away. Yeah, you know that feeling? Yeah. Now that this horrible monstrosity that has taken away many minutes of my life has been finished, I gladly put it away and started on The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was so much fun to colour in because it was basically just greys and stuff. You would think, because the reference is taken in a forest, the greens and blues of the forest are like showing off on the helmet as well, so I needed to get that precise as well. But that doesn't matter yet, because I didn't realise that yet. So I just continued on with the cape and the base colours and shading and highlights. So yeah, actually this was really fun to draw, I'm not gonna lie. I really recommend drawing these helmets because it's like really a good way to practice like shapes and how you see. So this is where I started to put in the colours, and it looks like it's blue now, but it actually ends up looking better, trust me. Then I started to shade, which was fun and all that. Then I decided to put some browns for the leather that he has on. Not that he has loads of it, but like he has like one specific stripe that I forgot was there, so I like coloured it in blue before. This is fun. So yeah, and then I just like put the real like dark stuff on the cape. It was actually kind of fun, and it actually looks like a proper cape, which I'm proud of. And then I went in with the line art. The line art was the same like with the armourer. It was just like full of straight lines, and as I said before, I suck at straight lines, okay? So it's a little wonky, but I love it either way. And next off, we have our lovely, beloved, adorable Grogu. I sadly have to put away Mando, but then I take out lovely, beautiful Grogu. I start off with the jacket, with the brown, and then I just want you to see what I hear for the past hour. Yeah, just lovely life, isn't it? Full of... So I finished shading the jacket, not shading, putting the base colour, and then I'm like, oh, I'll put some of the brown on the ears, because, you know, it's darker on the ears, so why not? And then when I finish off the ears, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put it in the eyes, because, you know, that's not at all going to be horrifying. I coloured in the fishbowl, you know, trying to forget about the eyes, which I actually did, somehow. So I finished off the fishbowl and then started adding the fish eggs, nice and orange in his hand. Oh, hallelujah. Finally finished the hand. Not really, just finished the... Yeah. And then I decided, oh, let's make all of him brown. Not that I'm racist, but like, Grogu's not supposed to be brown. Why is he brown? I don't know, okay? He looks like an ugly creature. And then showing as smart as I am, I'm like, oh, I'll put on some blush. Can anyone tell me why the hell I put on blush for him? Like, I don't know. But then finally the green comes in and it starts to look like Grogu again and not some weird alien creature that's brown and not green. So yeah, so I just add on the green. I start doing the very needed shading of Grogu, and the little wrinkles on his forehead were very difficult to draw, so you know, just for information. But otherwise it was fun. The little jacket was fun, and the just adorableness was fun to draw. Then the black comes in, and I'm like, oh wait, I need to change the eye color again. So now it's just staring at me with those big black eyes. I finish off the line art, so I'm not going to bore you with that because it's literally just creating lines. So here is the finished product. Okay, so this is the Mandalorian official spread. I'm so proud of Grogu, Din Djarin, aka Mandalorian, and the armorer. Not so proud of her, because it doesn't look like her, but that does not matter, I tried. So yeah, she looks like she's been through a very rough day. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like this video, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!